Top to morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome back to What If Zuko was gigantified. Woo. Sorry. So where we left off, the Zuko who thanks the detective and the others for ending his looking at his son every time. So, yeah. So then the detective says, "You're welcome, Zuko. I know that it must have been painful for you to, and hey, that's at least, hey, so, hey, and I came and to visit with Ochako, who, as he doesn't want to say his beloved Ochako, because he's kind of embarrassed to say it. But Ochako knows that he is her boyfriend, so yeah. So, basically, yeah. And so they were like, and so when he tells the detective that this is the opportunity for me to spend time with Ochako so that if I ever go on back to, or because I can, when I come back, it would be like, it would have an endless cycle for me. Endless torture of me growing to a size of that size, and yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, yeah. Zuko, and plus, so yeah. Bakugo tells Zuko that if you grew to that size again, and you, which one of us would kill him or kill you first? Well, I wouldn't go on a rampage, right? I mean, like most monsters that are in, yeah. So Zuko was pretty tough. So Mr. or no, actually, Nezu who says, or out of nowhere, or actually Nezu walks up to Zuko and told him that he can become a hero. And you, Zuko, who will be the equivalent of a gigantuan or gigantified Zuko. You're letting this quirkless loser, huh? Hey, be nice to Nezu. I mean, as you see, the trees trees transform into hands and grabs Bakugo, lifts him up, Are you doing that? No. As Woodsman, or they ask Woodsman, as he says, or as Zuko's, as Ochako who could tell, as she like covers or hugs him, like straight up tackles him, not like out of anger or hatred, but out of love, as he fell down to, as the trees went back to normal. And he's like, okay, can we do the scan? Like, any, like, quirks or abilities that you have? Well, I know I don't have a quirk because the quirk doctor told me. So then when Zuko tells, or when Zuko fell, or so basically when they got him and took him to the recovery girl's office and they did a full scan, but when they found was the three he powers. One represents human growth. Gigantify was one. Infinity represents Zuko's imagination. And 3, 0, absorbing all of the negatives into himself, making him stronger. Man, it feeds off of negative emotions of everyone else. So when everyone heard what Zuko had, and they were shocked on face. Yeah. When they heard that Zuko might be the most powerfulest one in the entire universe. Yeah. So then his powers of gigantify, when they did a x-ray scan thing, like after it tampered with gigantify, as his body's about to grow into a biggest one again, as they're like, oh, as they're like getting him out before, or he teleported out of there, as being, as he grew, and this time was way bigger than, so his head and was big, or his entire body was, he could reach all the way towards the sun. And now, it used to be the moon, but now it's towards the sun. That's how big he was. As they're like trying to figure out, what can we do? What can we do with Zuko? Oh, as his as they're trying to figure it out, but then they're like, "Ooh, okay, this kid's growth. Oh, this kid's growth is based on what we learned was as the guy says, what we learned that he has gigantified. It, it means that it accelerated his height to extreme, like super extreme, dangerous levels. So basically, imagine, as he says, just imagine the us looking down at ants. That's what. Ooh. So you're saying, so you're saying that Zuko, who looks down at us all the time? Yes, because he was born with this rarest genetics. We all thought it was never possible without a machine to like make it grow or a quirk. All right. So then Zuko was pretty tough. So they all asked him every like Wikipedia and all that stuff was telling them about like how Zuko owns condition of the is very poorly. And as he but in order to there's so then the everyone and before Zuko as Zumi remembers something there's as she went into the bedroom of her brother's bedroom and the and underneath his one of the legs of the his or in the closet thing he kept a box full of the like basically shrink ones just for him to design or his own design. So when Zuko or when Zumi ran out, um, he says, "Ready, Zuko?" And the voice, as this is your own design, as he does, or she uses 3 of them, or 4 on his leg, as the power, or the, so they basically, the power, or is making him shrink. it as his sister her as his he shrunk down to an average sized person, as he was like, as everyone can't believe that the how can you actually did good, Izumi? Yeah, the it was my brother's design. And hey, and if you want to make more serum, here you go. As he gives, or as she gives the box to the detective to like. It will work on quirks too, but he hasn't tested it on a quirk person. He knows that, or he told me that it will only work on people like me that has the power of gigantify. I mean, power that is instead of endless torture. Ooh, I see. So your brother knew that he's about to, who like, yeah. So then, but he still has immortality and, yeah. So, yeah. So then, all for one, or no, overhaul arc began, as Zuko was, or he can now, because they gave him a watch called Gigantified watch that allows him to go all Gigantify, like Mountain Lady can. So when he presses the button, he grew to a size of, yeah. So plus with his powers of infinity and zero, when everyone heard what powers Zuko did have, infinity and zero and gigantify, the crime rate went down like to zero, like nothing. Because no one wants to be on that end of the Zuko's rage. And the government is like, well, if this kid is that powerful, more powerful than he's, or when most people say, and the studies show that he's way more powerful than a normal human. Yes. But how can someone be so powerful yet because we haven't seen him do any like villain stuff or anything like that. Yeah. So then Zuko tells them, alright, just need to check before we do it. So yeah. So then Zuko was basically a top like of everything. Like his popularity went through the roof. he was even, he went from a giant human to a pro hero, or number one most talked about and yeah, as where is she? Where is she? Where is she? It was. I'm trying to find the. Trying to find the. the. Is it the? Hold on, I just need. My Hero Academia government. Yeah, so the basically when she basically did take in the account because when she told Zuko, or she actually did go over to Zuko's favorite spot thing and just looks at the water. As the government girl says, I know that you're the only one that has the power to the infinity and zero. But I want you to know that you're the top person. But there's a job for you. Okay. And that job is to kill Overhaul. So, yeah. The Zuko's eyes widen. And then, because he could not believe that the government asked him to do that. So, yeah. The basically but there sorry. But there is one thing when she said killing Overhaul, it meant and like killing his quirk. Or that's what she meant. And so that Overhaul could be easily get picked on. My hey? So Zuko so basically he says, sure. And are you surprised about that? I could always find another. No. I'm a little bit shocked. Then you actually, he walked up to me and told me that I have to kill someone's quirk. I, I don't mind doing it. I'm a little bit surprised. And sure. So then he goes over to where the overhaul's location's at. And he basically went through the front door there as he basically used his own power to, like, knock out all the villains. As he did, or he knew that the overhaul was running away. Hey? Like, yeah, so overhaul. So Ares wasn't, like, she was, like, captured before, but Zuko teleported Ares to a safe place. And so that as Overhaul's running and scared because he's getting hunted down. As he says, there's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide from me. As Zuko runs fast. He ran so fast right up to Overhaul, and when he put his hand on Overhaul's chest before, the quirk got absorbed, and because the power of Zero actually destroyed the quirk. And Overhaul tried to use it, but then, wait, what? But how? Can't. As he gets knocked out, as he pulls out his phone, calls the government girl. No, you said that you wanted a quirk to be killed, so I killed it. Do you want his money to be in custody? Yes. As he overhauls his body, he jumps, as he busts right through the concrete as he lands, and he ran and fast. As he lands and, like, he puts it down, as he goes really fast. As everyone could not believe it. Everyone. Normally it would have been way longer with the Overhaul transforms into the big monster creature thing. And yeah, but surprisingly, Zuko did it in 5 seconds. That's pretty fast. So when they came back, Zuko didn't forget to. So, time skip to All for One. Or no, sorry. I meant Zuko and Ochako's like wedding thing. So they got married and had 2 kids. 3 kids, but all 3 of them have gigantified and infinity and zero, and Ochako's is gravity. So yeah. So now there's only like Ochako who. So what does Zuko do? He made a custom like power for Ochako for her. It was a custom power called Ultimate Gigantify. So basically, it works with her quirk. So yeah. So so just imagine in this world, there's 4 human size, or no, or actually 4 giants lions walking around. Imagine if that was in real life. 4 of them. And they were all 4 were families. And Mountain Lady's like, man. Yeah. So, yeah. So Zuko still has the many questions, but yeah, Zuko who as he actually saved enough money, he actually saved enough money to, or saved enough money to buy a house on right next to the shoreline to make him feel feels better. So yeah. So now this is the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and do all of that fun stuff. And now, Custom Cards is up next. So, peace out, Cub Scouts.